Good morning everybody. This is a quick video. I have to go voting. Yeah, it's Sunday and in about 7 minutes they open. Of course I could have sent a letter before. But I like this Sunday morning walk to go voting. So what are we voting for or against? I did not talk about it in advance. Well, it's sort of a technical thing, but yeah, we had mostly one party strongly against it out of many. I've seen more than a dozen parties and associations and NGOs and so are for it, and some against it. Well, it's in German it's Energiengesetz, and this is sort of the problem. It's a law about the energy strategy. Some say up to 2050. Others say that's not true, so here it starts already. At least it's the first part of an energy strategy which has a focus partly going for decades. Yeah, they have the name 2050 in it. So yeah, this law is from 2020 to 2035, some strategic basics. It has some things about energy conservation, better products, more efficient products, general efficiency, and going out of nuclear power. And the discussion was dirty, unpleasant, filled with lies, liars telling other liars, and telling everybody a liar just because they can, and so on. So it was unpleasant, as it gets quite often during the last, I guess, 10 years. It got increasingly unpleasant because I guess there's a mix between professional marketing and completely ruthless politics. And of course lies everywhere, but that's not new. They're just doing it very open now. They try to conceal it better in the past, a little bit better. Anyway, so you can say it became more honest because people show us what scumbags they actually are. Sorry for the word, but I have seen it from left, from right, from in between, from non-political, money-driven associations and so on. So it's not a special side, it's just a general way how politics is made today. And so I'm not very excited about it. For me it's clear that I personally want to go out of nuclear power. We have the oldest nuclear power plants, I guess, nearly in the whole world, or at least in most parts of Europe, standing around here, the longest working ones. It had to be shut down during most of winter, by the way, because of cracks somewhere. And all this old stuff, it's not, they don't make profit with it anymore because nobody knows how to pay for the for the disposal of the toxic waste, of all the stuff, of the nuclear waste. So we have to get rid of this thing. That's what I think. But saying to this law, one thing is it's a strategy. So many things are not defined. That left an awful lot of room for speculation, and everybody said, of course, it's going to be bad for them. That's everybody can say this if it's not very detailed, or if it's, as I said, it's a strategy. It's strategical. It's not everything in all detail, so everybody can say everything, and they did, as usual. And it will probably be very easy to find ways around this law as it normally is too, because if you use a lot of energy and you can justify it somehow, you don't pay much. And if you are as I am, having a small house and so on, I have to pay everything that there is to pay, of course, because I can't justify any use of energy here. So I have electrical heating, so I will be one of the guys paying quite a lot compared to his income anyway, as I'm a student right now. But still, I'm well aware of that. But I know that I will be one of them paying for nuclear waste and all the stuff and everything, and even more if an accident happens, because the companies, I'd say, they knew very well how expensive it will be to get rid of their old nuclear power plants, and they knew very well they can't pay for it anyway, that every insurance is far too low. So I will be one of them paying anyway. If I say yes or no, who cares? I will have to pay. And I much more happily pay for renewable modern energies, at least doing something reasonably good for next generations, then I like to pay for the old stuff just because the companies did not care about. You see, that makes a yes for me, but not because I'm overly excited about the whole thing. Laws are always just there to shoot holes in them and circumvent them and get around all the thing while getting all the money paid for, get all the money out you can get without put the money in you should. So, and this will work quite well with this one too. That's just a general rule. I did not even actually read it all. Yeah, because a bigger part of it will probably not work out, at least not if we look forward to 2050 actually. Everything will be changed quite many times again until then. Even though the continuity of Swiss politics is actually very, very big, Swiss politics is very consistent compared to most of the others, because there is not a party changing every 8 years and changing everything back. But still, lots of the things will not work out, that's for sure. But if we somehow get out of the nuclear problem, or at least try it, it's already something done. If some of the renewables that actually work in our climate, not just stuff that is not efficient and does not work, but if something works, maybe it will turn out to be a little bit better with a yes, because with a no, I think they just want to run their nuclear plants until they die, and then they move to another country, or not sure what their plan is they have. So I think the ones against it don't have a plan for me. They have a plan for them, but not for me. And the ones saying yes seem to have a plan not just for themselves, but a bit for me too. So it's, for me it's a yes, but nothing exciting, extremely technical. People will not get it actually. We all got flooded with lies, dirtiest lies. I also think the campaign is the dirtiest I have ever seen, and then the next campaign tops it. So I don't say this anymore. But after all, yeah, we have to go. I have to go vote for the stuff. There is no, I don't get away with not voting, because I think not voting will make it even worse, because it shows people that nobody cares, and then they will do the much worse stuff. So voting is a must. There is nothing, there is no other choice. I have to go, I have to say something. So it's not that late, but I think I'll leave it to it. Yeah, and not the first time I said it. Sometimes I wish the Parliament would actually do its job and get their own decisions in such technical cases. But we always have somebody against it, and they just don't accept it anymore. Yeah, that's probably the biggest problem. There was sort of a consensus that the Parliament at some point decided, and it was okay. It never was really that great, but it was okay. And now we have mostly one party which is nearly constantly not accepting what the Parliament is doing, even though they are one of the strongest in the Parliament. So we get to decide, the people has to decide far more of this stuff. And yeah, whenever the people is not doing what they want, they blame them for being stupid idiots. Yeah, great. But they are giving a whole stuff to those stupid idiots to decide. Yeah, I start rambling. I could go on for weeks. Have a nice day, and thanks for watching.